I contacted him before going to the warehouse district. It's always good to have allies backing you up, right?
But Mr. Date is on vacation.
If my precious subordinate is in trouble, I'll come flying to the rescue.
Thank you. You've always been so good to me. I've always wanted to repay you somehow, but
Don't worry about it. As long as I have breath in my lungs, I won't need your help. But when I die someday, I'll need you to do me a solid. When I die, I want you to wipe the hard drive on my computer.
How about I bust it open for you, right now?
No, please don't. She still hasn't come home. Supposedly, she's on a top-secret mission for Boss. Oh, that. It awoke in me in 3rd grade. I was walking alone through a deep forest behind my elementary school. It was my shortcut to get home. When suddenly, inside a depression behind some bushes, I noticed a lone magazine. It was a porno mag someone threw away. The pages were all crusty and whatnot. I crouched down, and my heart was pounding in my ears as I turned the pages, using a branch. Anyway, that's when it happened. I felt a stinging pain on my right ankle. I jumped up in surprise, and there, I saw a white snake. I didn't know what kind. I was just a kid. But even then, I could tell that snake had deadly venom. About 3 seconds later, I was out like a light. They found me out there the next morning. I was on the verge of death for 3 days and 3 nights, but I managed to pull through. And that is how I acquired my pornomag powers.
you mean it was a side effect from the snake venom?
No, it was more of a mental thing. I had a near-death experience immediately after experiencing a pornomag for the first time. As a result, Eros and Thanatos inside me, libido and destrudo, they merged together in total harmony. In other words, I've come to be acutely aware of death whenever I get aroused. To put it in even simpler terms, I'm pushed to the verge of death whenever I see a pornomag. You know how humans can exert tremendous power in life or death situations? It's because the adrenaline triggers a fight or flight response. The same thing happens when I see a pornomag. My brain's processing speed increases by 3.6 times in order to avoid death, dramatically improving my reflexes. Sorry. I know that story was dark. As if I've touched upon a great evil.
You're touched in the head.
You can touch upon my great evil.
You nearly die when you see pornomags, don't you? So then why?
Ah, excellent question. I'll answer with a question of my own. Why does a mountain climber seek the top of the tallest peaks? Why does a surfer want to ride the most monstrous of waves? Why do people climb up the highest buildings to do parkour or whatever? Why do they do such reckless things?
For the thrill?
Yeah, it's how they know they're alive. They can experience firsthand the wonder of life itself. That is the reason I continue to climb the mountain known as pornography.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna change my last name.
I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Leon. I was with him in Golden Yokocho right before I went to the warehouse district.
That's right. You know him too.
I met him when I was drinking at Brahmin. One thing led to another, and we started talking about each other's collection of literature. He seemed pretty proud of his collection. As two kindred souls sharing the same hobby, we lost track of time discussing our love of reading. We even promised to trade our most precious belongings. We've been sworn brothers ever since. Oh, but that's not what we're talking about today. There was something I wanted to ask him about the HB case.
You've been investigating too, Mr. Date?
I'm on vacation, so I'm just doing it on my own time. I can't get this case out of my head. A certain rumor regarding Horodori Institute. No matter how you slice it, there's no doubt that Horodori Institute is involved in the case somehow.
Yes, the Institute and Terror are closely related. The previous incident proves it.
But what's their connection?
The QR video was based on Bats 490. and Bats 490 was created by Nyes on Tokiko's orders. Tokiko knew the director of Horodori Institute, Chikara Horodori.
In other words, Nyes, Tokiko, Chikara, and Horodori Institute are all connected.
And Terror is somewhere in there. Or maybe Terror is the one who's orchestrating it all.
Me? No, there's not much I want to say. I don't want to confuse you by telling you something that I don't know for sure. I'll let you know once I get a bit more info.